coming at you from the heart of California. It's Self. I am OJ. What is up, and welcome to another video that I have here for you guys. And today we're going to be talking about a topic that a lot of you guys have wanted me to talk about on this channel, and I've actually already spoke with, but I've just had various comments here and there, and it's getting me to explain or at least detail more of one, about the Nintendo NX's price and what I want to see out of that, two, about the actual launch date, and three, what type of games I would like to see at the launch, or what type of games do I feel Nintendo is most likely to do at the launch of the Nintendo NX. And here's another thing, guys. News on the Nintendo front has been a bit slow, shall we say, and there hasn't really been much. So let's talk about what everybody likes to talk about these days, and that's the Nintendo NX. So let's go ahead and let's get right into the price points. I think price point is really important to a lot of people. So I do feel that there is going to be two variants of the Nintendo NX. So that's the original Shokyo rumor that we have going here, and that's going to be the portable component, and it's also going to be the console-based component. Now, Nintendo themselves have even hinted that they were going to do something like this. Iwata said it pretty much multiple times at investor meetings and different things. I'll have links in the description below so you guys can see that. And he talked about having a connected network or a connected platform. So you could have kind of like iOS. They have like their iPad and they also have their iPhone. They all run off iOS, get games, blah, blah, blah. So I do feel that there is going to be a handheld component, and there's also going to be a console base. And I think that at this point you can get pretty powerful graphics cards for very good prices. Like, for example, I posted a video from Tech of Tomorrow, and he talked about the, what was it, the NVIDIA 950 Extreme, and it's like $160, and it gets you 60 frames per second on a lot of like the bigger type of games. I mean, like Tomb Raider and stuff like that. So these are things that the PS4 and Xbox One at this point can't really do. The PS4 version of Tomb Raider does not run at 60 frames per second 100% of the time, or really at all, just a little bit might hit it. And the Xbox One version of the game runs at 30 frames per second. So you got a pretty good graphics card right there that's stronger than what's kind of going out right now, and that's $160 just for a person that wants to buy it. So if it was bought in bulk, they could get, you know, a better deal on there. So they can even go with a stronger graphics card. So I do feel that the price is going to be good, and it's still going to be pretty powerful in there. So I think the price is probably going to be $299. I think they're going to shoot for that $299 price. It could go up to $350, but I don't think Nintendo is going to play that same thing again. I don't think they're going to put that out there at that price, just because they tried that with the Wii U. And although the Wii U had a $100 gamepad in there, I still think that they didn't like that price point. So I think they're going to aim for $299, and they can make it happen with a pretty beefy system and kind of just break even on hardware. I know that's something that Nintendo hasn't done before, but they've already been changing as we know it. So I do think that the home console base is going to be $299, and I also think that the actual portable unit will be a $199 unit, and it won't be as strong as the console base, obviously, but it's definitely going to look very good, possibly a little bit stronger than the PS Vita, something along that lines. And they've already been selling the new Nintendo 3DS XL at $199, and it's been doing okay on the market. So if they put out a stronger system with more features that has connected with the home console base of the Nintendo NX, then yeah, I think that the $199 price point will work just fine in Japan and worldwide. But I do think this is the kicker. I think there's going to be a bundle or some type of connected deal to where if you buy both of them, it's not the full $500. So $299 plus the $199, that's obviously $500 there for both of them. And that's steep for a lot of people. A lot of people maybe aren't willing to pay that. But if there's a good bundle, maybe you save $50, maybe you save 79 bucks or something, some weird type of arbitrary number in between that, not 100, but up to 50 to 100, somewhere in between there. I think that's going to entice a lot of people to pick up both of them, especially if it comes out right at launch. Just both of them there. You get the bundle package, like the ultimate bundle package, or you get just like one or the other. Having options for consumers, I think, is always good, unless the other options suck. For example, like the Wii U basic package. which you can see right behind me, but that is a Japanese Wii U. I have a 32GB premium Wii U with a terabyte hooked up to it over here with the black Wii U, so I don't want to sound hypocritical. I want to sit here and be like, oh yeah, the basic package sucks, and then all of a sudden you just slowly look to the top right there. But anyway, yeah, so as long as there's not like a crappy package, then I think they'll do okay with a good bundle and having multiple options for people to pick up the system. So that's what I think as far as price point goes. As far as launch, let's talk about when the system's going to launch, because I've had a lot of people very angry in the comments sections telling me, get your facts straight. There is no way the system's going to launch in 2016. But here's my honest opinion, guys. From all the leaks that we've got so far, all of the leaks, everything points to a 2016 release. From Foxconn manufacturing the chips and then that getting leaked out, in which they leak out iPhone stuff and all that junk. And from multiple reports, people saying 2016. From the Wii U's position on the market, like you can't sit here and continue to leave a product that isn't showing any signs of growth, that's actually showed signs of recession as far as system sales go from month to month or year on year. You can't leave that system on the market for a whole nother year while you tease your next new system for the next year. That is just a sales kill. I think sales will even steep deeper than they already are, and they're not planning any type of price cut. They're trying to make maximum money. I'm not sure if you can sit here and have dangle your new system around and then continue to charge the price point you're charging, unless that's going to come with a price drop. But then that negates the whole point of having the system, even out as long. So you're going to delay the system as far as the Nintendo NX. You're going to put it 2017. Are you going to drop the price of the Wii U, or do you want to make maximum money on it? I don't think Nintendo's going to drop the price of the Wii U because the gamepad is just too expensive for them to do that. So I think they're going to just basically charge $299 for the Wii U all the way until the NX comes out. That's what's going to be the price until we know the release date. Then we might see a price drop on Wii U, but Nintendo's obviously trying to maximize their profits. They're not going to take anything back as far as losing anything, because they've already lost enough in the beginning years of the Wii U, and they're not looking to lose anymore. So getting a clean transition straight from the Wii U to Nintendo NX is the best way to do it. So you have a few software titles like Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem, you have Pokken Tournament, you might have some more titles that we don't know about at this point, and then you go right into Nintendo NX software. So 2016 launch is probably what's going to happen. Like I said, every single rumor's talked about a 2016 launch. Pretty much everything points to 2016, and multiple times. I remember back when the Wii U was rumored and stuff, that everybody said 2012 launch. They're going to show it off, then 2012 launch, and that's what happened. But it's a new era. Nobody really does the whole, here's my system, now you can't buy it, and then wait, and then wait, and then wait all the way till the next year. That's a horrible way to launch your system in today's age of how information just flies by and people have so many different options of where to pick. Why are you going to sit there and let them ponder the option of getting the PS4 or Xbox One that'll have way more software for it? You need to strike right at this point, leaving the Wii U out for another year or two while you have teams still working on NX games, by the way, working on NX games. Get those games ready, get the system out in 2016, transition straight from Wii U right into there. If you leave it out longer than that, there's going to be issues, there's going to be more issues. So those are basically the reasons why I feel that it's definitely coming in 2016. Now, the only way that I can see it coming in 2017 is that if there's some type of manufacturing issue or there's some type of software issue where the games just aren't ready, but I don't think that's going to happen. I have heard some people say 2018, and that's not going to happen. There's no way. Who has ever said, okay, we have this system in 2015, show it off in 2016, show it off again in 2017, and then launch it in 2018? That's 4 years of talking about one system. That's almost a whole generation. Like that's ridiculous. That's not going to happen. So some people saying 2018, that's not happening. They're not making Wii U games for 3 more years from now. That's ridiculous. But anyway, so yeah, that's out of the way. So 2016 is the date that I think. Next, and probably one of the most important things, is the first year of the Wii U and the launch lineup. And I mean all the way extended, the first year. I think the first year of the Wii U killed momentum, killed that system. There was some sparks here and there with Super Mario 3D World and other games coming out in that first year, but the problem was that the software just was not enticing enough. Like, you cannot launch the system like with just and not show off the system. You can't launch a system that doesn't show off its best unique traits about it. And a lot of the software that came out in that first year, and even a little bit after that first year, did not take advantage of the system's strengths, which is the GPU is actually really beefy to have games that look great, which, like I said, artistically look really good, but really push the system. There wasn't any of that in the first year. There wasn't like a Monolith Soft's Xenoblade Chronicles. There wasn't a Mario Kart in the first year. There wasn't a Legend of Zelda. Oh, there was Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. That was still just more of the visual style that people that probably already bought the Wii U or were going to buy the Wii U for Super Mario 3D World. So that first year is very important. That's what's really going to make or break the Nintendo NX, in my opinion. So launch titles to first year titles, they really can't afford to do the same type of stuff. So with the Wii U, let's talk about that first. They really went out there and said, okay, let's put out, Nintendo Land, which was okay. I mean, wish it had online play. They put out New Super Mario Bros. So the minigame collection platform, okay. But then a little bit later, they put out New Super Mario Bros. They put out Wii Party U. They put out Game & Wario. They put out these type of games, and those are kind of preaching to the choir type of games. You need to make sure that your game library is vast and diverse. You can't put out 3 or 4 mini game collections in one year, another 3 or 4 platformers all in the same year, and that's just going to create some stagnation. I know they had some variants in there. They had Pikmin, but that didn't really use the hardware of the Wii U as far as the Wii U gamepad until it got an update later. And they had the Wonderful 101, which attempted to use the Wii U gamepad, but a lot of Nintendo fans were kind of confused after they played that game, especially the demo. They had Super Mario 3D World, which doesn't really use the Wii U gamepad at all. It actually plays better with just a regular Pro Controller, if you want to just use a Pro Controller or a Classic Controller Pro. They did have Lego City, but then again, Lego City is one of those games where if you like Lego games, you're probably already going to buy a Wii U anyway, because all the other Lego games come to the Wii U. So they really didn't have enough stuff that really took advantage of the system as far as graphically, and took advantage of the system as far as the unique control interface. So with the Nintendo NX, they really need to make sure their year one games, not only are they vast and varied, but they look great, as graphically look great. The realistic looking graphics, cartoonish looking graphics, have a mixture of both. Don't just have one, because really, that's another thing. They only really had cartoonish great looking graphics like Wind Waker, Super Mario, Sonic Lost World, Lego City, and yeah, I mean, Pikmin, another cartoonish looking game, which with some realistic effects, but still cartoony looking. They need to have variants, so they need to possibly have a Metroid style game. They need to have a Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess style game, but they need to have Mario. They need to have things with different art styles in different genres, and that's the biggest key, different genres. You can't put so many eggs in one basket. So for the first year, I would love to see a massive, bigger RPG at launch. Whether it's a super AAA game, doesn't matter, but something that really shows off the system can push open world environments, the system can push beautiful looking landscapes and graphics. People love that. People love looting, people love collecting, like Skyrim, stuff like that. So if you can have a game that can do that, which my candidate would be Golden Sun, taking that IP and saying, hey, this is the new Golden Sun. Look what we can do on our system. We can make open world games just as beautiful as anyone else. I would say push that, but you can have other games, having a Mario, a great 3D Mario game that really takes advantage of the hardware, just like Super Mario Galaxy did, taking advantage of the physics. It used the Wii U Wiimote. It didn't need it, but it used it in a way that wasn't intrusive at all, as far as collecting star bits and stuff like that. And it looked great. And it looked absolutely great. It looked better than Sunshine. People are like, man, these graphics are really good. So having a 1080p 60 frames per second Mario that's big, nice, and innovative is probably the way to go, especially if you want to get people on board. And I do also think that you need a big Zelda type game, or you do need something that's huge, that people know, historic franchise, whether it's Metroid, whether it's Zelda, whether it's something Kid Icarus. It needs to just be something, a big story franchise that has new ideas in there, that people are just, the hardcore gamers are just gonna be like, wow, this is what I bought it for. A lot of depth, even something like Kid Icarus Uprising, like a sequel to that. That would be phenomenal on the Nintendo NX. I think it would just be amazing because that game just has so much depth with the collecting, the online multiplayer. Something like that would sell really good at launch for the Nintendo NX. So it just needs something along that lines. Whether the Legend of Zelda game is the Legend of Zelda Wii U ported to NX, I don't care, but it just needs something like that. At least 3 major first-party titles that all hit different areas where people can just be happy with it and pick it up and play it. Or even an F-Zero racing game, something. Online multiplayer, good online functions have to be a must for it. Obviously, Nintendo needs to make sure that their online network is shored up. They need to make sure that friend codes are completely obliterated. Never bring back friend codes again, ever, for the handheld or for the console. And they also need to make sure that it has all of the features, at least the basic feature set of an Xbox 360. So voice chat, quick messaging, stuff like that needs to just be in their standard, no updates. Fast system. I think a fast UI is also going to be very key to the games, just playing games, switching games, and all that good stuff, which I think that's going to happen. I think they're going to go with the disc card slot, not with the optical media, to help with the price of the system as well, but that's a whole other thing. But I think I've rambled on enough about what I think the NX needs, or as far as the launch day and stuff like that. So let me know what you guys think. There's 3 topics here. What launch games do you guys feel are coming to the Nintendo NX? Or do you feel Nintendo NX needs? When do you think it will launch realistically? Guys, 2018 is not happening. So 2016, 2017, you can state your reasons why you think so. And also tell me what you think about the price point if there is a console and handheld variant. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it, guys. Make sure you hit that like button if you did like it. Really lets me know you guys want more content like this. It helps spread our content across YouTube. And also subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips, and tricks. I pretty much upload videos daily right here, so you're definitely going to want to hit that subscribe button. Multiple videos, at least 10 a week I've been doing, so you're definitely going to like it here. Like I said, a lot of content. It's on a schedule. It's always coming, so hit that subscribe button too. Alright, thank you so much for watching, guys, and we will see you for the next video. Peace.